Yamcha is still getting shit on. That is absolutely hilarious. When you see this man acted all big throughout this episode, he's like, I'm the true player here. I'm going to be the main character of this episode. He's just saying, like, I'm the one that knows baseball. This is something that Yamcha has been doing for a very long time. We know it. I mean, there was a little bit of scenes earlier on in Dragon Ball Z with him playing, baseball. And so we get to have an episode entirely focused on Yamcha and just, a competition on him playing baseball with our main characters like Vegeta and Goku. And just Yamcha, my boy, you got wrecked so fucking hard. I mean, the man scored at the end fine, but this man got destroyed and was in the exact same position with his face in the dirt, like how he died to the Cybermen. And to make it even more savage, Toei Animation and the writer of Dragon Ball Super, the writer, the producer, all of them decided to say that Yamcha needs to be in the exact same position as he was when he died to the Cybermen. And on top of that, you gotta have it to where the other characters mention this and talk to him about how this is very familiar. That is that's pretty evil. That's really evil. I mean, damn, I know Yamcha, this man's always been made fun of. I know many people make fun of how he's a useless character, he can't do much. But damn, this boy just got killed. Like, this man just got killed so freaking hard. I mean, holy crap. Just... Okay, so it's a baseball episode, and once again, it's one of those episodes that's a filler-ish episode, and if you don't like filler episodes, obviously, you're not gonna like this episode, and if you don't like Yamcha, you might like this episode, actually. I mean, he did get shit on a little bit throughout this episode. I mean, if you do or don't like it, it might determine if you enjoyed this episode or not. But I say, though, overall, the episode, it was fun. I mean, it was kind of fun. It had some good moments here and there throughout. I mean, just seeing, like, Vegeta and Goku going at each other. Seeing, for instance, Vegeta saying, I think I got, the gist of it. I know what to do. And he goes after Goku, and he tries to sling the ball, and he just starts energy blasting the freaking ball while Goku's trying to hit it with a bat. That was some funny stuff. And then when you see, the other characters, like, they're using energy, making the ball come straight down and stuff, and they're calling, like, it's cheating. You just see all the, the two gods are just bickering at each other. It's a funny episode. It's a very funny episode, but once again, it's gonna be like how, last week's episode was. It's gonna be a very divided episode for a lot of people, because for one, if you're one that doesn't like filler episodes, you're not going to enjoy this episode, and if you do like filler episodes but you don't enjoy the comedy, obviously you're not going to enjoy it either. And I mean, it's vice versa. Maybe you like filler episodes but you might not like it because of the comedy. There's many different reasons, and I mean, it's going to be one of those episodes to where you can watch it and have fun, or you can watch it and you're probably going to hate it. It's one or the other that's going to happen because of what it's really about. But overall, though, there wasn't really of anything important in this episode. I mean, there was setup actually with the preview for next week's episode, which I'll talk about in a moment, but overall the episode, it didn't have really much to say that holy shit, it was amazing, best episode. And I mean, it was a cool little filler episode. I mean, personally, I preferred last week's episode more than, this week's episode, because I mean, just seeing Dr. Slump, in like a crossover and stuff, that's something I truly enjoyed. It was a really funny episode. I mean, I just laughed from, the beginning to the end, and I mean, I had a good time watching this episode as well. I mean, I laughed too. I mean, seeing Yamcha in the crater and all that, and it was an even bigger crater than it was with the Cybermen, I laughed my ass off, but I just personally prefer the comedy of last week's episode. Now, with that being said, let's talk about that preview for next week's episode, which it seems like we're finally getting into some serious stuff. It seems like we're finally getting into something that is actually going to be progressing the plot. As we know, usually when we got these arcs going on in Dragon Ball Super from what we've seen recently, and also from the previous major arcs, you have to where there's a major arc, and then we have maybe 5 or so episodes of filler, or maybe 10 episodes, and then they go into, the serious stuff. They start setting up the next arc, and that's what's going on here. You see in the preview that Goku is going to get to see Hit once again, and they're going to have a match or some form of fight, and it even says in the title, which, spoilers, FYI, if you don't want to be spoiled for next week's episode's title, I recommend you stop this video right now. So I'm giving you a warning. 3, 2, 1, Stato. Okay, so the title of next week's episode is Goku Dies, or Goku's Death. That's what it says in the title for next week's episode. So Yeah, well done, Dragon Ball Super. I mean, if Goku doesn't die next week, I'm going to be kind of upset, but at the same time, if he does die, I want to be upset, because, I mean, the spoilers, fuck you, but also, number two, I mean, why would you make a title and say he's dead, but he's not going to die? So, I mean, it's a very misleading title if he doesn't die, and it's a big fuck you, because it's, you know, a spoiler if he does die. So, why the fuck would you even do that? I mean, the title... Like, I mean, if this was on YouTube, like, I'm serious, that's clickbait as fuck. Like, if that was a title, like, Goku dies and all that next week's episode and shit, that's clickbait as fuck. It is. That is straight up clickbait. And I'm like, damn it, Toei, why would you need to make the title like that? Why do you need to make the title saying Goku's death? Because, like I said, it's gonna be two things. Either A, I want to be pissed off because Goku doesn't die and the title is fucking misleading because it was clickbait, or number two, it's still clickbait, but they spoiled the fuck out of me and said Goku died, so they ruined the entire fight of Hit versus Goku, so... Just, yeah. Anyways, it seems like we're getting to some serious stuff. Hit's coming back into the fray, which Hit is a very good character. I liked seeing him in, you know, the previous arc when we saw the tournament. And, I mean, I would like to see more of him and see his role throughout the series. Because, I mean, fighting Goku in Super Saiyan Blue, that was pretty impressive. And I would like to see more of him throughout the series. So, I'm glad. I'm glad he's coming back into the main storyline. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.